In the name of Allah, who is the most compassionate and the most merciful, dear student, I hope that you have a good time with your nice family and doing well with your businesses. And today our lesson in Rajasthan University Faculty of Computer Science English Language is lesson 8. The title of this unit is choosing a printer. Okay, here we have this is Ali Muhammad Hikmat and I am with you with this lesson. Okay, the topic of this lesson is choosing a printer. Okay, let's go ahead and see what do we have in this unit. Unit 8, choosing a printer. The topics are type of printer, advertisement for printer, learning objective, to understand the most important technical features of printer. This is the first understanding. You should know the technical feature of a printer. To compare a different type of printer, different types of printer, for example LaserJet, image setter, and many others. To recognize and use discourse connectors, to use the comparative form of adjective correctly. This is the grammar point. To recognize and use discourse connectors and to use comparative form of adjective correctly. Language, grammar, discourse cohesion, connectors, comparative. We will talk about these three things: discourse cohesion, connectors, and comparative. Vocabularies: type of printer, dot matrix, inkjet laser, thermal, image setter, plate setter, multi-function printer, plotter. Other terms: output, resolution, scalable font, dot per inch, ink cartridge, tuner, uh, pick bridge, page description language, abbreviation, CPS, DPI, USB, CTP, PDL. We will discuss about these in abbreviations. And in skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. We have understanding specific information from podcast. Speaking, discussing which printer to choose the particular situation, describing your ideal printer. Reading, completing the table with technical information given in the text. Scanning advertisement for information, analyzing for the function of linking words in a text. And in writing section, describing the printers used at home or at work. Writing an email to a friend comparing two printers. And optional material, advertisement taking from mass media or computer magazine. Okay, the first task of this unit is task number 1, type of printer. The first question is, how many type of printer can you think of? Make a list. Think about the type of computer and have your pen and paper and write a list of printers. How many printers do you know? Read the article at page 38 and then label the type of printer 1 up to 5. Which type of printer are in pictures? These are the type of printers you can see in this picture. Here's the level number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. The first one is inkjet printer, the second one is laser printer, the third one is dot matrix printer, the fourth one is plotter, the sixth one is image setter, and like the thermal transfer printer and plus setter aren't picture. Yes, the picture of plus setter. And okay, which type of printer should I buy? This is a very nice question. What kind of computer I need? Then after reading this text, you can decide what type of printer would you like to buy. Let's begin with reading. Printing is the final stage in creating a document. Since the result you can obtain with different type of printer will vary substantially, here is a guide to help you decide which one is most suitable for your needs. To begin with, you should take into account that printers vary in cost, speed, print quality, and other factors such as noise or printing method. Technology is evolving so quickly that here is always a printer for every application or need. Dot matrix printers use pens to print the dots required to shape a character. They can print text and graphic, however, they produce relatively low resolution output, 72 to 180 dots per inch dpi dot per inch. They are used to print multi-part forms, self-copying paper, and continuous forms labels. They are slower than laser printer, see below, but much cheaper. They are cheaper. Inkjet printer operate by projecting a small ink droplet into paper to form the required image. Color and hues are created by the precise mixing of cyan, magenta, yellow, and black ink. Inkjets are fairly fast, quiet, and not as expensive as laser printer. Nevertheless, you can still expect high quality results because there are some inkjet printers on the market with a resolution of 2400 dpi. How was the matrix quality? 72 to 180 dots. How is the quality of inkjet? 2400 dpi. Laser printer produce output at great speed and with a very high resolution of 1200 to 2400 dpi. They scan the image with a laser beam and transfer it to paper with a special ink powder called toner. Inside the toner there is powder called toner. Okay, they are constantly being improved in terms of speed and image quality. Laser printer are referred by experts for various reasons. For instance, they have wider range of scalable fonts than inkjet, can emulate different language system, and can produce high quality paragraphs. However, they are still expensive for home users. Thermal transfer printers are used to produce color images by transferring a wax-based ink into the paper. They are popular for printing barcodes, labels, and medium resolution graphic. And image setters produce very high resolution input. It means up to 3540 dpi on paper on the actual film for making the printer plates. In addition, they are extremely fast. Image setters are most often used in desktop publishing, although they produce the high quality output. They have one important disadvantage: they are too expensive for home or small offices. Right? It means that you cannot use these type of printer at home or small offices because they are expensive. In modern lithographic printing, the professional of printing is called lithographic, and the person who work in this section is called lithographer. Okay. In modern lithographic printer, images are created on a DTP. DTP means desktop publishing computer, and then output directly to the print plates without requiring film as an intermediate step. This technology is called computer to plate, or CTP. CTP means computer to plate, and the machine used is called a plate setter. Finally, we have plotter. Plotter use ink and fine pens held in a carriage to draw very detailed design on paper. They are used for construction plan, engineering drawings, and other technical illustration. Nowadays, traditional plotters are being replaced with wide format inkjets. Okay, here is the exercise for this text. Find words in the article with the following meaning. Design and images used in magazine, books, etc. Line number 10 up to 15. See, here is line number 5 and line number 10. We have line number 10 up to, this is graphic. The first one is graphic here. Okay, the second one, the output quality measured in dots per inch. Line number 10 up to 15. See, 10 up to 15. What was that? See here, output quality measured in dots per inch. We can find that output quality is resolution. Okay, do it with yourself. It is very easy. A particular color within the color spectrum, line number 5, 15 and 20 is called hue. Okay, an ink powder used in laser printer and copier is called toner. A set of characters that can be resized, it means enlarge or reduce. Big, enlarge, it means big, to become big, without introducing distortion. Line number 30 to 35 is called a scalable font. What is a scalable font? A set of characters that can be resized, it means enlarge and reduce, without introducing distortion. A rectangular pattern of black links of magnetic ink printed on an object so that its detail can be read by a computer system, that is barcode. Number 7, surface that carries a reproduction of the image from which the pages are printed, that is printing plate. In between or middle, it is called intermediate. Okay, let's go ahead. Here we have connectors. Language word connector 1. Look at the helping box and then put the words in italic from the article on page 38 into the correct column of the table. At first, see what is connector. Connectors are linking words and phrases which join idea and help us organize our writing. Once again, what is connector? Connectors are linking words and phrases. What are the linking words and phrases which join idea and help us organize our writing? Connectors can be used for giving example, listing, or sequencing, and giving reason or cause. For instance, they have a wider range of to begin with. You should take into account that printer vary in cost. Some common connector appear in italic and in the article on page 38. For more on other uses connectors, see unit 1. Okay, here italic sense to begin with. What else do we have here? Such as, these are the connectors. Can you help me for finding the others? However, that is also is a kind of connector. You can see here which one is in italic. Nevertheless, these are the connectors. Understand? Okay, let's see. Here is giving example, lesson, sequence, and here it is called appear in giving reason, lesson and sequence, giving example. Here is, you can see, such as, for instance, for example. These are the giving example, lesson and sequence to begin with, then finally, first, secondly, thirdly, next, after that, at the end. And these are the sequence and listing. Since, because, as, giving reason. Write a paragraph describing the printers. This is the homework you use at home or at work. Try to use some connectors. Think about these aspects: type, speed, resolution, print quality, memory, etc. Costs resemble ink and cartridge. Write a paragraph. This is your homework. Okay, choosing the right printer. Task number 3. Choose the most suitable printer for each of these situations. Give reason for your choices. You want to print document, web pages, and occasional photograph at home. What kind of printer you need? An inkjet printer. Uh, a small company a small company needs a printer which will be shared by various users on a local area network. uh, a laser printer. Okay, a professional team of architects and engineers need to create a accurate representation of object in technical drawing and CAD. That is, a platter is good for this type of people. A graphic arts business need a printer to produce catalogs, brochures, and other publication. What kind of printer should they use? An image setter or plot setter. Describe the feature of your ideal printer. What kind of printer do you want to have? Describe it, please, and discuss with one of your friend by maybe by Facebook chat or Viber or something like this. Here we have a listening. In this listening we have some questions, 8 questions, and listen to an extract from a consumer technology podcast about the multi-function printers. What two disadvantage of multi-function printer are mentioned? Listen again and answer this question. Here you can click in this sign and then listen to the audio clip and answer this question. There are a lot of companies. The first one, there are a lot of companies in one machine, a lot of components in one machine, so it works down. So if it works down, you may lose all of its function at the same time. They can only do one thing at a time. For example, you can print a document and receive a fax simultaneously. And what is multi-function? Multi-function printer. Here's a multi-function printer is an all-in-one device that combines several functions into one unit: a printer, a scanner, copier, and fax, all in one. Okay, what are multi-function printers? Why are multi-function printers so popular? Because they are cheap and versatile. All the components are well integrated. Please listen to the audio clip and read the questions and try to answer with yourself if you can. Here is the answer key. Okay, let's see what do we have in a help box. As we studied before, that we will talk about connectors and comparative. Using comparative in task number 5, we will talk about comparative. Look at the help box and then complete these sentences using comparative form of the adjective. After that you can fill in the blanks. What is comparative? We form a comparative of one syllable. Comparative, it means comparison of two things, whether they are fat or thin, they are high or tall or short, like this. When you compare two things, you use comparative. And in this section, we talk about the usage of the comparative. We form comparative of one syllabus adjective by adding er. For example, slow, slower, we add er here. Inkjet printer are slower than laser printer. We have two things, one is inkjet printer and the other is laser printer, but much cheaper. We compare two things here. Two syllable adjective usually take more or less. See, slow, slow is one syllable, and modern, modern, two syllable adjective. More comes before this adjective and it becomes like more modern. For example, they are designing a more modern version of the moment. Adjective ending in y, for example, noisy, take er and the y change it to I. For example, dot matrix printer are noisier than inkjet. At first we have y. When we change it to comparative, we change y to I, and after that we add er. We form the comparative of adjective with three or more syllables by adding more or less. For example, versatile, three syllable. In this three syllable word, before this word we use more versatile or less versatile. They are cheaper and more versatile than a stand-alone product. Note the irregular form. These three are a regular form of the adjective good. We cannot say gooder. Instead we have better. Bad. We cannot say better. Instead we have worse. Little, littler. No. Instead we have less. So these are the irregular and their form is changed. Okay. If you want better result, you need specialized software. Yes. Okay. Equality is expressed by using as. Difference can be shown by using not as. For example, when you compare two things that are similar, that are equal, we can use this structure, as plus adjective plus as. This is as fast as many other printer in its class. Inkjet are not as expensive as laser printer. You can fill in the blanks with yourself. This is the answer key. For example, a laser printer is generally quiet. Instead of quiet, we use quieter than a low-cost inkjet printer. Okay, another exercise we have here, reading quiz, printer adverts. Read the adverts and then answer these questions. So who in your class can finish first? Here is the text. How many inkjet printers are advertised? 2. See? 1, 2. This is the ink. Okay. Which printer would you recommend to someone who wants to print advertising graphics? The Votic Alteravo Second 5330. Where is the Alphotic Brother HD Network Color Laser Printer? The Votic Ultravo. You should he recommend this printer for. Okay. Read these two texts and then answer these questions. If you can answer this question, then here we have a and the answer key here. Okay. And what do we have here? Listen very carefully and please remember this. Please remember it very carefully. Okay, a friend has emailed you asking for advice about which printer to buy. The Canon Selphy CP750 or the brother HL Network Color as laser printer. Write an email to your friend comparing the two printer. Use the help box on page 40 to help you. Okay, go to page 40 of your book and do and see, and here we have a homework. Please do it. Please do this homework. Thanks for your attention. Your questions and comments are highly appreciated. Don't forget to read carefully and learn something from this lesson. If you don't know the difficult words, please check your dictionary